Part 2, tell him to stop the surgery. Do not let Matt operate on that patient under any circumstance.
This patient is just minutes away from going into VTAC. Did lab bring the blood up yet?
No, that's on its way.
Good.
Are we good? Good to go. Scalpel.
Focus.
Moving.
Layla, has he gotten at least a liter in?
I'll check.
Cindy, I'm really going to need you to follow instruction. I have a feeling there's going to be a vessel there, and need as much visibility as possible.
Delay. What's pushing the blood came up? Oh, good. Hang the first bag and pour it in. He's going to need every drop he can get.
Well, I think it's not a problem. His son is severely disabled. We're going in. Scalpel. Heads up, we got a bleeder. Suction.
Elizabeth, PM.
There's so much blood, I cannot see a thing. No, more, below. Yes. Okay, I think I see the bleeder. Something is wrong here. Stop!
Surgeon, okay, I'm trained to stay detached. And a lot of people might say, my wife being one of them, that I'm almost too good at it. Robin would ream me out on a regular basis for being unfeeling, for treating patients as projects and not people, and I would always explain in my own condescending way that when you get emotionally involved, you can't make effective decisions. Because you care too much about the outcome, about who lives or dies, emotionally speaking. And that's what I was trying to do when I showed up to work that day. I was trying to stay detached, but I couldn't stop thinking about my family.
You sure it's an Equinox truck? Okay, any ID on the hijackers? No, listen, if it's Sonny's people, I'm going to deal with it. We need to figure out who the hijackers are. Bernie, it's a semi. It's not going to be that easy to hide. Can you just get our men out looking for the truck and find the truck? Okay, I'm going to call you back. Stay in touch.
I know Spinelli's not here. I came to see you.
You shouldn't be here either.
Well, you say that every time, but here I am just the same, and I think you're glad even though you won't admit it. Because I came here to talk to you about Spinelli. He's upset. He can't stop thinking about that deal you made with the FBI. Not that there officially is a deal, but something obviously went on, and he thinks he let you down.
Well, he didn't. Because Spinelli was following my orders. That makes me responsible.
That's why you saved him, right? I mean, speaking for myself, I'm very grateful, but also selfish. Spinelli's the most generous person I know, and he feels like he ruined your life. Do you always have to be so silent? It's not very
What do you want?
I understand that communication isn't exactly your strong point, but Spinelli is beside himself. He doesn't understand why you wouldn't tell him about the deal.
It doesn't matter if he understands or not, Maxie.
Nobody hero worships you, and he thinks you're mad at him.
I'm the reason that Spinelli got involved in illegal activities in the first place.
That is not true. When you found him, he was working for Alcazar. Spinelli thought of this thing as a big computer game from the very beginning. But now he understands how wrong it is, and he feels like you're being punished for his mistake. I am worried he's going to do something stupid.
Like what?
It's the jackal. Anything is possible.
There's nothing I can do about that.
Yes, there is. You can tell me what the deal is. What kind of deal did you make with the FBI to let Spinelli go?
None of your business.
How traumatized Spinelli is, but how would you? You never pay attention to his feelings. I'm worried. Do you remember when he went after the Russians with that gun and all the other stupid things he did to try and prove himself to you?
Let's pass that now.
I'm not so sure. But I think if you talk to him about what's going on with you, he might calm down.
Just let me say this. Spinelli is free. He was going to go to prison for a long time. Do you think he's the type of guy who would do well in prison? All charges have been dropped. That's all anyone needs to worry about.
But why? What did you do? Spinelli was already in a terrible place when those FBI guys arrested him. We had a really bad fight. I think maybe I mentioned that to you. I said all these horrible, hurtful things to him. But what made it worse is I was just trying to keep him away from Winifred. Not that I knew she was a Fed, but I thought it was very weird how she was following him around all the time. And I slept with him.
That doesn't even make any sense.
It does if you care about how Spinelli feels. That night we spent together was so sweet and beautiful, and then when he found out I had an ulterior motive, we had an even bigger fight. He was really, really upset, and I told him how he was a geek and a nerd and no one would ever want to be with him, even though that's not true. My point is, it is possible to hurt Spinelli's feelings when you're trying to help him, especially when you're trying to help him.
Stop, please. What I did to get Spinelli released was my choice. I'm not going to discuss that with Spinelli, and I'm definitely not going to discuss it with you.
Spinelli feels like he really messed up. He feels like you're paying the price.
He needs you. That's what he needs right now. So don't let him down. Don't get mad at him, and don't sleep with him unless you mean it. Just be his best friend. You guys don't think about the FBI stuff anymore, both of you. Stop.
In other words, don't let this awful deal be made in vain.
Please. Because if you calm down, he's going to calm down. You just pay attention to him, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. If he starts obsessing about the deal, you tell him not to worry, that I'm going to do whatever it takes to keep him safe.